XML related attacks. In this section, XML related attacks will be detailed. These types of attacks are common with web services and with applications using XPath to retrieve a configuration setting from XML file. Example number 1. Some XML parsers will resolve external entities and will allow a user controlling the XML message to access resources. For example, to read a file on the system, the following entity can be declared. For example, this one. You will need to envelope this properly in order to get it work correctly, like this. You can then simply use the reference to X to get the corresponding result inserted in the XML document during its parsing. In this example, the exploitation occurs directly inside a GET request, but it's more likely that these types of requests are performed using a POST request in a traditional web application. This issue is also really common with web services, and it's probably the first test you want to do when attacking an application that accepts XML messages. This example can also be used to get the application to perform HTTP requests and can be used as a port scanner. However, the content retrieved is often incomplete since the XML parser will try to parse it as a part of the document. So first we are gonna try this, and as you'll see, this won't work because we need to encode this. So here you see we are having an error because we need to encode this in order to pass it as the XML. So here we go. Here we have it encoded. We try it again. And here we are having access to all the passwords that we wanted by injecting XML code here. Example number 2. In this example, the code uses the user's input inside an XPath expression. XPath is a query language which selects nodes from an XML document. Imagine the XML document as a database and XPath as an SQL query. If you can manipulate the query, you will be able to retrieve elements to which you normally shouldn't have access. If we inject a single quote, we can see the following error. So we are going to XML, example number 2, and we are going to insert a single quote. And yes, we got the warning just as it says here. Just like SQL injection, XPath allows you to do Boolean logic, and we can try this. So we're gonna try this, and we have to have the same result. To get this same result, wait, here, here, here. We are having the same result. Now, if we try this, we should get again the same result. So here, hello hacker, and if we try this, we shouldn't get any result. Here, yes, we're not getting anything, and if we try this one, we should be able to get all the results. So here it's going to show us all the results. Here we have hello hacker and hello admin. Based on these tests and previous knowledge on XPath, it's possible to get an idea of what the XPath expression looks like. This one. To comment out the rest of the XPath expression, we can use the null byte, which will need to be encoded like this. As we can see in the XPath expression above, we also need to add this bracket to properly complete the syntax. Our payload now looks like this. So if we just add this, we are gonna be able to see just the word hacker because we are commenting everything else. If we try this, we should get the same. We are getting all the results. Yeah, if we do that, we want all the results. If we try to find the child of the current node using the payload, this one, we don't get much information. So we do this. As you see, we are not getting much information. Here the problem is that we need to get back up in the node hierarchy to get more information. In XPath, this can be done using parent this as a part of the payload. We can now select the parent of the current node and display all the child node using this. So we are gonna try this to get the parent and the child here. We have the parents and the child. One of the nodes value looks like a password. We can confirm this by checking if the node's name is password using the payload hacker parent password. So this one here, this looks like a password. So we can check that by doing this, and we are getting the password.